All right, and welcome. We back for another episode of the Big Eyes podcast. It's me, LJ, and what's up, AD?
I don't know about you, but it just got very choppy on my end. So I'm gonna just say you greeted me, and I'm gonna be like, "What it do?"
Oh wait, let's try this again. Do you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Do you hear me
I
much
hear you.
better now?
Well, wait, it cut in and out just now, but I can hear you a little better.
You sound very clear on my end.
Yeah, it's like getting staticky, like every few words. But
Oh, you're starting to wait. Just talk in a long sentence.
I don't know what to really say. Is it really? Can you hear me? Like,
I can hear you. Talk about something that you read this week.
oh man, I really wish we could really start this talk for real though about this My Hero chapter. Like, this My Hero chapter was insane. Like, I know, I know it's been a crazy week, but we had the big moment with Bakugo. At the very end. First of all, Deku with all the smashes that he threw
Okay,
down
so
this week.
you sound good. There's moments where you cut out. You want to turn your mic down a little bit too, because I can hear you a little bit in the back.
All right, bet.
Oh, I hear myself.
There you go.
Yeah. So there are moments where you're cutting out, but overall, it sounded really good. How do I sound now?
You sound better now. Like, it'll just like cut out for like 5 seconds after a certain point. It'll come back clear.
Damn. All right, hold on.
But now you sound straight.
All right, fuck it. Well, we're just gonna have to cut this like little part out. So whatever. I don't fucking care. Fuck it, man.
Yeah.
Let's just get it popping. Whatever happens,
Yeah.
happens. I'll whatever. All right, man. Let's try this again. Welcome to this week's episode of the Big Eyes podcast. As always, it's your host LJ. AD, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. It's been a chill Sunday. Had a lot of great stuff in manga this week, but that's not going to be the majority of the talk. I'm excited for the manga of the month this time, but
yeah, I really don't
want
want. I don't even feel like talking about manga after what My Hero did to me, bro. I am not fucking with manga right now, dog. They went too damn far.
I'm not gonna hold you. They dug me in a hole this week too. I was like, shit, like,
bro. They really murked my mans.
But did they though? That's the thing.
They really did it. There's no way in hell that they're going to kill off one of the best characters, the best character, the fucking one, not one of the best character in the entire series. And I don't. Yeah, there's no. Can you hear me?
Oh no, I cut out. Yeah, now I can.
Oh no, I put myself on mute on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's my fault. I'm sorry. They were trying to get the car keys. Yeah, you're gonna have to cut this shit out too. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's start again. Fuck it. We about to start one more time, man. Fuck. Let me go lock the damn door.
Shit together. Oh man.
All right, man. Door is locked. No one's getting in here. Okay, so.
Oh man. I'm gonna definitely try to snip this in somehow.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Big Eyes podcast. I am your host, LJ. I don't want to talk about manga today because they stabbed Bakugo 7 times in the chest. So, AD, how are you doing today? Let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. We're not talking about Bakugo today.
Why you had to bring them up, dog? I just detached myself.
Listen, because guess what? Your pain is everybody else's pleasure. I don't want to talk about my pain. Very, very.
What do you mean? So you just want me to tap dance on the mic? You want me to tap dance on the mic?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. To take away from what I've had to endure this week. I am not a happy camper.
I mean, I understand completely. I'm right there with you. However, I am not gonna talk about how poorly my choices of sports teams are right now, except the Braves. They're doing numbers right now. I'm saving grace right now, so they're keeping me sane. However, it did hurt a little bit when they decided to go after my boy, the best character in the series. People, you can hang.
They went for the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
I mean, he's not dead. I know that he's gonna be back next chapter, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna call Bakugo a bitch, or not Bakugo. He's gonna call Deku a bitch somehow. He's gonna call Deku a bitch
He gonna throw it
somehow.
in there somehow.
He's gonna somehow still call Deku a hoe because he is. Nah, but nah, man. This chapter was loaded. This chapter was very much loaded.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You know, the Deku combo was absolutely insane. I'm talking about he's playing paddleball with this man.
He called out every smash that they've done, like just about all the big All Might smashes. Deku just did about every single one of them, bro. Like in one succession.
Deku was on there. Yeah, he was repping too many neighborhoods with those smashes. he was going crazy. I mean, it was everything that I think it was everything that we were. There's some unexpectedness, definitely. I think like the Bakugo thing. I think that just tie into the past was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Seeing him, the recall of like really what started all of this. This is like the moment that really started everything, and just to see Bakugo kind of make that come full circle, see his growth as a character, because I mean they've been hinting at it a lot in the last couple chapters when they talk about Bakugo like has really been looking out for Deku. He's been looking out for his secret. Like he's really been holding it down, bro. Like he's been the most solid friend Deku got. And it's cool to see them, see the growth that they're about to, that they have shown in him. It's nice because it's not one of those things that they constantly threw in your face. It's something that I feel like happened very subtly throughout, and then like finally at the right moment. It's like now let's look at it. Now let's look how his mindset has changed. Let's see how he's changed as a character. So, seeing him have that moment was cool. They didn't have to do that to my dog though, bro. He really he got like 4 holes in his chest, man. I'm sick, bro. I'm sick.
Bro, I understand completely where you're coming from. The one thing about it that made it beautiful for me is like him like trading places with Deku, because you remember like way back in the beginning when Bakugo was getting attacked by the slime guy and All Might was like, I'm not fast enough, but then you see Deku just jump in there. He's like, my body just acted on its own. And right here we have Bakugo do the same thing. When he pushed Deku out the way, he was just like, somehow, some way, my body just moved on its own. It's just great to see like the parallels. Like in this instance, Bakugo kind of understands where Deku is coming from and why he kind of gets that love. And it's just like, I think from this point, I don't know what's going to happen, but I agree with you. He's going to find somehow, some way to call Deku a bitch and like stand up. You got the symbol of peace in you now. So you need to do your jam job. Shut the fuck up. We got to get out of here. But I want to see how this goes, bro. It's like, this is crazy.
No, it really is. I think like another cool moment too is, or like the like what makes this moment so cool is not only does it tie a lot of things full circle, but it really solidifies that like Bakugo wants to be the number one hero just as much as Deku.
Yeah.
I think that Deku's story, obviously, he becomes the number one hero. They tell us this in the beginning of the series.
Yeah.
But Bakugo he wants it just as much though, and he's gonna go just as hard as it. And and they talk about just what really sets heroes apart from everybody else is that their body acts before their mind can think. And Bakugo having his moment during the biggest battle, second biggest battle. Biggest battle. This is the biggest battle.
Yeah.
This is
the biggest battle.
This is bigger than All for One versus One for All?
Yeah, this is bigger than that. All for One versus One for All wasn't on like this devastational like type of deal.
Bro, what are you talking about? They destroyed the whole city. Like half of the city.
But like they had already evacuated because All Might and them were trying to find Bakugo to begin with, and
sure
that's
everybody evacuated. I don't know, bro.
I'm saying like they prepared.
They look like they don't treat their poor people right.
I'm just saying they had a little more preparation in this. Like the fact
there's things left behind.
Hashtag GMAC still coming, and that man was supposed to be put down like 7 chapters ago, and somehow, some way, he's still charging through like 8, 9, 10 cities. So like, yeah, bro, I think this is a whole lot bigger than that.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I mean, this is a really big battle. This is a really big. I mean, I guess like I think only because it hasn't been animated yet.
Yeah.
I think what makes a One for All versus All for One bigger, like the All Might versus All for One battle, is that it was really a one-on-one battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, you know, they're kind of jumping Shiggy right now. Like it's really like a 4-on-1, and he's handling them. He's handling them pretty serious. I mean,
but that's
maybe
what I'm
even
saying.
more. Like Aizawa done lost a leg. That man Endeavor just caught a couple got stabbed up, sliced up. They turned my man. They turned Endeavor into Paul Pierce.
I can't do that. He's better than Paul Pierce, bro.
Oh, he's better than Paul Pierce. That's because the fact that they turned him into him and sliced that man up. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think that the All Might versus All for One battle is bigger off the simple fact that it was a legit one-on-one battle. And there, it was just like you said, just one-on-one. It's just them. There's no really outside interference. And you see that, with this battle, I feel this is like the first time we see them at their powers. I feel that this battle is really like you said, like we said before, this is like I feel this is just what a taste to the main course. I mean, like I feel they're just trying to show us, like, yo, like they finna get busy once they finally master their powers.
Yeah,
but I still think like right now, I mean, and they also when we see it animated, I feel like my whole perspective on this will change. But right now I still see All Might versus All for One is the biggest battle so far. This is number 2, a very close number 2.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I don't think I have to disagree with that, just because it's just like, while it's still one-on-one, like it's like the remnants of, past it. That All Might is the only person who could at that point be All for One, because they had already fought before. And this man barely got away. Like now he's only down to what, like 2 minutes of being in his buff state. Like, come on now. Like that shows that they were already doing this for a long time, and that's just like the weather, like that's just remnants of their old past or whatever. So now, because we're having this, this battle right here, where we're seeing the future of the hero villain society take place, it's a little bit bigger, and in the scale of where everything is happening, like we've had so many people die, we've had so many people like get into these accidents, or they're not coming out unscathed, to say the least. Like, so it's just like there's a whole lot more to this battle. There's a lot more stakes that came into play. So dog, I really want to see.
I don't know. I think like that whole passing you're talking about, I think that whole that was supposed to be them really burying the hatchet right there.
Yeah.
I mean, in reality, they really didn't. They done passed on their powers, and this is like a whole new generation. But like that was really the final chapter in their story, and I think that this is it. This is like this is the final chapter in Shigaraki and Deku's story. And I think that I think that is what doesn't make this like the biggest fight so far, just because it's like they're gonna fight again. They're going to fight again.
But that's what I mean. Like this would have been like, I could see what you're saying if it were like them, like we already had the All Might versus All for One prequel, and we actually see like their first fight. I would agree with you on that point, because I could see like, we have some unfinished business, but even then I would think that fight would be bigger than this one, because they were already weakened. That's why I'm saying like this.
Oh, because they're in a weakened state that they could, but that makes it better. That really like lets you know, like, yo, there's no more after this. Like, there's no more after this. Like, both of these guys are at the end of their rope. They're about to finally give it their all. And like, whatever happens, like, it was really one of those, if he dies, he dies type moments. And like, this, that's what I'm saying.
To me, it's like, See, I still don't think that's like, in the terms of a story, that's like the first biggest moment. I can see that point, but this is like the turning point, dog. This is what makes this bigger because we don't have an All Might no more, and we got this so much devastation. So that's what makes this so much bigger, bro. Like I see what you're saying, but like
I built this as a setup. This is like a nasty all-star game alley-oop, and he like throws it behind the back. This is the throw behind the back. I feel that final battle is gonna be like whoever catches that, whoever catches it and just does something nasty with it. That's how I'm seeing it.
But like, yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but that doesn't. I feel like this is bigger than that. I feel like this is like the All Might versus Awful One. That was like the first quarter buzzer beater, bro. Like just the old heads, just like warming up.
Man, no, like that's how it's not. I don't see it like that though, bro. Because like, bro, you're not gonna really. You're not gonna see them ever again. You're not gonna see All Might, like in his form ever again.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not gonna see All for One, but like that's what makes it such a big moment. Is that it's such a conclusion. It's such a conclusion to everything that's going on right now.
I see what you're saying. I feel like they still gonna somehow tie it into like the future narrative because they're both still technically alive anyway. So like it's not like they might not see on the battlefield. They might do something crazy.
That boy All Might on borrowed time.
He is.
He on borrowed time. Like I told you, bro. He be gone soon. But
man,
let's get into the manga of the month because to be honest, I really did not. We have a special guest here today. We have a very special guest here today. Man.
Hey,
listen. What Mills say? The platinum Chanel boy himself.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
The flamboyant.
The flamboyant one.
The flamboyant one. The Phantom Troop, bro. Jeff, what's good, bro?
What's up, bro? What's going on, guys?
Man, you saved me. I had to talk about Bakugo, and I didn't want to.
Why? That's what happened.
Man, listen, he got turned to Chop Suey this last chapter.
Yeah. I seen that. I mean, hey, dude. At the end of the day, you really been holding it down when it comes to Bakugo.
Thank you, Jeff.
You really have. Joe. I ain't gonna lie. You were the one that kind of like, because even for me, like just his character overall, he's not my cup of tea. Like there's just a lot of the times he just annoys me. But hearing things about the manga and reading the manga, at least I see the growth. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand everything you were saying now. So yeah, it makes perfect sense, man.
My guy, listen, man, we Bakugo Hive over here. I convert everybody.
I'm all in. Yeah, I'm all in.
Listen. Who else needs to be converted? That's what I know. Come to the Bakugo Hive podcast, and we'll convert you over here. But man, today we got Jeff here, and we're here to talk. We're here to talk Pokemon business.
Yeah. Some of my most favorite things, even as a 30-year-old man. I came up on this shit, so for me, it was just something I always told myself I would just never let go. You know what I mean? Like it's fun. It's a good time. So going into like, obviously I wasn't into the manga when I was younger. Because Pokemon at that time is just like, the anime and the cards and the games. And that's really, I wasn't even thinking about the manga as a 8-year-old, 9-year-old. So I got to explore that later,
It's crazy to think like the manga is, for me personally, and I'm about to drop a wild take.
We've had this conversation. I know what you're about to say. We had this conversation like a year ago.
Did we?
Dude, we spoke about this manga and like I feel like it's
the true gold of Pokemon.
It's so good and it feels authentic and it feels a tad bit more adult. Like I'm into it more because it's not, I mean, it still has those things that you just like about Pokemon itself, like the general aesthetic, but this shit is more real. It's like it's more gritty. It's like, oh, this is how it would actually be if I was in this world. You know what I'm saying? So
for real, there is definitely that sense of this was kind of what society would look like if Pokemon were real. I feel like, what I'm saying? If Pokemon were real and like things were happening, like that's
all I'm saying.
Nah, it's a true gold, and I think when you combine the manga, the TV show. I've been watching the Netflix one. That one is actually really good.
It's clean. Yeah, it's really nice.
I enjoy it. And in the games, Pokemon really might be the single greatest like entertainment like
Yeah,
ever.
I think it
Yeah.
is. I think it
I'm
actually
telling you.
is. Or it's like top
It's
3.
just too much. It's just too much. It's a lifestyle. It's a brand. It's not just like a video game or a card game, you know, it's or an anime or whatever. Like it's really a lifestyle, you know. And again, this is why I told y'all before, like I just can't let it down. I can't put it down. Even I've been through the bad games, the good games, you know, all that stuff, and I dealt with it, and I always came back a fairly happy customer, you know. So. Yeah, man, Pokemon, I'm throwing down with whatever. So you guys want me to come talk about the manga and like the impact that I think it should have had? I'm all in, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Man, I'm not gonna hold you. I spent like the last few weeks because we did the poll that way, and we got gold and silver. I actually ended up spending my time reading through red, blue, and
What
the
man?
yellow part. So I was
Yeah,
just
that's
like, bro,
really
because I felt like it was some continuity that was going to be there, and it was. But it's
yeah,
also like it drew me in a little bit more because I grew up on the games, you
of
know, like
course, of
everybody
course.
else, pretty much. So it's just like, you know, but with this, it felt like like you guys said, like a more realistic. It's like what the world would be if we had Pokemon in it, and it's just like we have all of these different characters. They have their different beginnings, and you have like Professor Oak just like going around, just like saying, "Hey, bro, you love Pokemon, or I see a characteristic in you that like." Qualifies you as a Pokemon
Yeah,
trainer, or
Yeah.
like
it's so
the
hard,
idea of
bro.
somebody who's getting involved in stuff. And it's just like, you know, Oak was actually like the dopest character in the manga. Like
Yeah, dude.
also
There's real
like in the
depth.
anime,
There's depth.
it's like, but like you get to see the more background of Oak, and like the fact that he was once a Pokemon champion and now he's just dedicating his life to like expanding the knowledge. It's like really dope to see, like, as far as the manga is concerned, how these characters that we see in the games and like other forms of media get spun off into this type of take. And I really enjoyed that.
Absolutely. Like the first time I bought one, I had to go into Barnes and Noble in the children's section. You know, like where they got like the trains on the floor and like that's where they work. All right, like I need y'all to know that. Like when I bought Pokemon Adventures, I bought like the first 3 volumes of the original, and I had to go in this kids section to do it, and it was just so weird to me because going home and then reading it, I realized that it probably shouldn't have been in the kids section. Like,
Oh no, this is
you know,
definitely not a kid
yeah.
a
It's
kid
Nah.
considered
book.
like this is like Viz Media Children's, like technically.
And that's really
Yeah.
crazy. Like,
It
you know,
is.
because this is, and you want to talk about like in terms of lightness, this is complete opposite of what the TV show is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete
Yeah.
opposite. Like the TV show is very like lighthearted. It's very,
Yeah.
you know, like I have no issue, you know, letting my kid watch it. You know, like
Yeah, for
but
sure.
when you read, you know, you read the manga, you're like, dang, like first of all, these trainers go through very real things.
Yeah.
They go through real things.
Yeah.
These Pokemon
Y'all still there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
I don't hear
I
Jamal.
think LJ cut out.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, what's going on? I wasn't sure if it
Yeah.
was like the
I
duck,
was like,
man.
he was
The
going.
duck.
I was
He was
like,
going off. He was snapping, nigga.
oh man. Yeah.
He about to be mad. Hold
Because it's like the
on.
4th time too, though. Like,
Oh yeah? Hold on. I was like, I thought he was getting off and he was like, it just stopped for a minute. No, man, but
yeah,
this
no,
Pokemon
but
shit
like
is
this.
some real shit, man.
Oh
It is
yeah,
some
you
real
lagged out.
shit. Yeah,
Oh
this
yeah.
Pokemon, to me, it's like, yo, you know, if you want to, because one of the things that like
Like,
was out of the way for me was just like having to see like the you know that lifestyle shit. Like as a human being, what do we do on a day-to-day basis? You know, we don't get that
yeah,
from like the anime and like shit like that. But when you read this manga, you get more of that like the world feel. It's just so much deeper.
yeah, yeah. And that's what I love about it. It's just like, hold on. Oh no, I think he only got booted.
Yeah, he the only one got booted.
But yeah, man, I was just sitting here reading because like all I've ever done is play the games, bro. And like play the games. I played some of the card games like way back, but then like, you know, but it's like this though. You don't get to see the world like that. Like I think they just now started incorporating the games with like a little bit better characters.
Yeah,
Like I ain't
for
gonna
real.
hold you. I actually like the Sword and Shield characters.
Yeah,
Like
I
they
had a,
got
I
the
had a great
most like
time.
personality.
Yeah, I had a great time with the game. You know,
Yeah,
I wanted to complete it. I'm not the biggest, you know, DLC person, especially when it comes to Pokemon, because I feel like if you're gonna do it, then send me to an
Yeah.
entirely like a new region in its own. Like just send me not just like a
Yeah.
mini map, send me to literally a whole nother region where I gotta collect badges or something. That's what I want my
yeah.
I want my shit to be
Yeah,
a true
like I ain't
expansion
gonna hold
pack.
you. I was gonna talk about it a part of this. Like at the end of the Gold and Silver manga, they talk about
Mhm.
how there's like different classes. Like you're a trainer, you're an evolver, breeder. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, this could really be like an MMO. Like you don't even have to like basically go after all 8 badges. You can
Mhm.
say, all right, I'm gonna go complete the Pokedex, or I'm gonna
That's
go do
it.
the contest, and
Yeah.
then you can have your own storyline that way. I was like,
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like, that shit's hard. I love the Pokemon games. Like I said, I'll buy
yeah,
everyone every time, like every year, regardless if the hype isn't high on it or whatever. Like I'm still copping. So
same.
that's kind of how I get down with the Pokemon shit, man.
I'm kind of upset though because I never really completed Sun and Moon. I put that down immediately. I was like, yeah, no, I can't.
Sun and Moon was difficult to get through. Difficult to get through. It was not that fun. I guess like it was just to me it felt like some new shit that they were like, yo, if this works, we're only gonna do this. But if it doesn't, we just wasted a year.
Yeah, but like I think
And
they were just
didn't.
like filling in a year too.
Yeah, I feel that too. It's like, you know, let's just try some new shit because we got to do an island that is, you know, this has to work. We got to do something like this. I'm like, all right, we'll just do this shit and get it over with. It wasn't for me though, man. Like I needed to be able to like collect badges and like them fucking challenges. Like if you're gonna make me do challenges, like you give us a difficulty level or make it more interesting or make it like a real challenge. Like I'm still gonna complete the game in no time.
Yeah, that's how I feel because it's just like that game. The challenge stuff did not appeal.
So, hi guys. I don't know how long I was out. The internet and the whole everything just went out. So
we were just chatting, man.
It's all good, man. Listen, we've been having technical difficulties since before you popped on this show. So this show is about to be a lot of clipping and pasting and clipping.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do as much as I can.
Man, listen, AD, I trust you once again. Secret Talents, AD. AD gonna mess around and he gonna have like exotic animal trainer.
Yeah.
Like he'll be listen, bro. I don't trust it. He might have a Pokemon. AD might have a Pokemon
already.
in the crib.
Already. Man.
Let me look at my shelf real quick.
Yeah, AD got Pokeballs, everything, bro. He in 3005.
That's hilarious.
Nah, but yeah. So hey, talking about Pokemon Gold and Silver. So yeah, I enjoyed this story. AD, you brought something up way earlier about the like the continuing story going throughout. So you do see like red, blue, yellow. They reappear, which is really cool because they reappear in a story that still feels new. You know what I mean? Like they don't just pop up and you know it feels like their story is just continuing, but they pop up in a way of like their story is still continuing, but it doesn't take over the main storyline.
Right.
And just how they tie in all these different stories together, especially right at the end with the final battle, was it was just an amazing like feat. And once again, it just really speaks to the manga. Like the manga is really good.
It's deep, man. It's deep. They give you real. They just give you real shit. You know?
They do, man. Yeah. So like, what is some of y'all's favorite moments like throughout reading this? One of mine's or one of my favorite storylines is the fact that we see Lieutenant Sarge, Sabrina. We see them pull back.
Dude, that's probably mine. To be honest with you, like. To me, that is like the ultimate. Like it's just so good. Like that's the type of shit you want to see animated.
Hey, it's funny though. It's funny though because they pull up in a way of like, who are these false claiming Team Rocket? Bro, they pulled up like they're like, who's claiming the set, and they not really from here.
We the OGs, like you see that in the first part of Red and Blue, like they had their own sets inside of Team Rocket. So it's just like, bro, like who y'all claiming Team Rocket? We know we disbanded. Y'all, who running y'all right now? Because it ain't Giovanni. Like it can't be that guy. Like he's not here right now. So like, who really trying to rep the set? So it's just crazy to see them pull back up. I enjoyed that part.
Yeah, that's definitely like it's a highlight. It's an absolute highlight for sure.
Yeah, man. Jeff, you were bringing up about this being animated. Do you think this works? Do you think this works now?
Oh man, I feel like if it would ever work, now is definitely the perfect time. I think
now
mostly because of, look at where it was then when it came out and when it was a true phenomenon here in the United States. Because obviously, the rest of the world, Japan was already rocking and knew what it was obviously before we got it. But when we got it, not trying to take like credit for the success, but like it's a big when things go, things come to our country and our region and it becomes a phenomenon, it does help the brand overall because, Americans, we spend money, man. We go crazy for shit like that. So coming up in the 90s, this being the tail end of the 90s, man, it was such a big deal. But those kids like me, I'm 30 years old now. So you can't tell me that you can't give us a proper, I'm not saying you got to go, I don't need to see blood and whatnot, but they can give us a proper anime where it truly makes sense and it's just more adult for the ones that grew up on it. I think there's nothing wrong with that, and I don't think it would mess up their brand because it would probably be only exclusive to a specific. I mean, I'm sure a 7-year-old can't necessarily get a password and email to Crunchyroll. I mean, I'm sure it can happen, but like you gotta jump through some loops to watch this, and that's okay. So I want to see it one day. I hope that they definitely can give us a more serious Pokemon. I'm not talking about like a mini series because we've gotten those. Like the Pokemon generation is kind of like, I don't know if you guys saw, but it's more physical. Like you can see that like the battles feel like they're actually fighting. Yeah, Origins, But I want a true anime that is just, no Ash. It can be just based off the manga straight up. I don't understand what they're waiting on, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Nah, I fully agree. Go ahead, D.
No, I was gonna agree too, because like this is like the perfect time. I think we've reached a point where, especially, I think they've also reached a point where they're starting to tell more compelling stories in even the games. Like you had the games way back in the day, they didn't really tell too much, and you couldn't really have like expressive characters, so they had to make them like have certain dialogue to like give them a more pop. And they even said that. But now we're telling stories of like depression. How do you become a better trainer? If you fail in this line of work, what can you do? And you can become a researcher, a professor. You can do many different things in Pokemon, and they tell that in the games, and they tell that sometimes in the anime sometimes. But like I think with the manga they can go full in because they've already set themselves up to do that in this way. So like I think that would be good to go up follow the manga.
Nah, yeah, for real. I agree with that. I think right now it would be, I think they tried it with what was the YouTube series? I'll keep wanting to say Twilight for some reason.
It's Twilight Wings.
Twilight Wings. Yeah.
Twilight Wings. Yeah, like I feel they tried to do something
definitely
with that.
But those are still like little mini series.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like I
need more depth.
No, yeah, I agree with that. Like we need more depth to it. I think that's them testing the waters. If they ever hit us with a surprise one, I would love it.
Oh man, it would just be so dope if they decided to push that envelope and like really just take the manga and animate it, like, and just put it on exclusive areas.
Oh yeah, I agree with you too of just like not having Ash involved, like actually using 3 truly different characters that have an actual storyline. Like I feel that especially when you watch the show, is very much caught up on Ash is just trying to be as good trainer and that's it, and there's not like really a bigger thing happening. He battles Team Rocket, he does these little things, but overall he's just trying to be a Pokemon master. When you read the manga though, like we said, it feels so much like a true story, like a true Pokemon story. You're seeing all these things. One thing I love about Silver and Crystal is that the role legendary Pokemons play throughout this whole series.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite part because it, in the show when you learn about these mystical Pokemon, they seem so these things that end up like rarely pop up, but in this story, they're actually having like battles with trainers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
and they're actually getting beat. Like they're actually taking damage. They still seem like very much like this is still a Pokemon. Like the Pokemon can still be beat, and it's cool to have that sense of like, damn, even these legendaries can be outsmarted, and it just draws you more into the story because now you start rooting for certain characters. Like, yo, like I want to see
playing pool, man. My man was playing pool.
Yes, bro. Dog.
You know what I'm saying? Come on,
That man
guys.
was the coldest.
That's the conversation right there. He was playing pool, bro.
He was playing pool with it, bro. And like all of them had their own little secret little knacks. Crystal, hey, we Crystal Hive over here. Legs.
Crystal's fire.
Bro, she would win any World Cup. I'm sorry, bro. Like it is what it is.
Oh yeah, she's.
But that being said,
no, Crystal.
One thing I did love was when Gold got the Togepi egg and it finally came out and hatched. And then he just started playing cards, rolling dice. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, they extra as hell, bro.
Hey, this boy Gold was a pool shark. He went down there.
He really was, bro. Yo, man, but the designs are really good too, man. It still had that. It has that gritty. Like I don't know if you guys remember. Again, I feel like I'm much older than y'all, but like in general, it's like the old books that came with the games were just like original art.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I'm so attracted to the anime or the manga as well, because it has that old gritty look. Like the Pokemon don't necessarily look how they do, to the world, meaning like the video games, the anime. Like these Pokemon are drawn in a much more. It's just fluent. It's more clean, kind of gritty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, I agree with the art style. I truly enjoy it. Like you say, it's the grittiness of it because it's still that like slight grittiness. I don't know. It's that I don't know. That's like partially on the top. I don't know. Like because like you said, the characters still look the same, and since they look very kiddish.
Yeah.
It adds a certain like a charm to it. Like it's
definitely
not like any other style of Pokemon for real. It's like its own
thing. It just
thing.
looks like an anime,
but it still looks like Pokemon.
Right. It looks like what we would want Pokemon to look like if they made it, for everyone, literally, not just like everyone between the age of 14 and younger.
Yeah.
No, for real. All right, I'm gonna talk about my name real quick because Gold's team kind of huff.
I mean,
hold on. I'm about to pull up the teams, man. We gotta pull up the teams.
We gotta pull up the teams because Crystal's team might be the hardest.
Crystal team hard, and Silver team hard. I ain't gonna
Silver's is too water based though.
It is too water based.
When he pulled out the Tyranitar, bro, I was like, oh no, bro. Tyranitar is like one of my top favorite Pokemon. He pulled out the Tyranitar, it was over with for me. Like,
listen,
all right.
And he got the Ursa ring.
Listen, bro.
Do you got it up, Jeff?
Crystal had the Arcanine. She had the Parasect.
Yeah.
The Hitmon. She had a Hitmonlee?
Hitmonchan.
She had a Hitmonchan.
That's right. What else did she have? She had Mr. Mime. I think she gave away her Blissey. She gave away some shit though. Or she let people borrow some shit though. That's a little later.
So this boy Silver had Weevil, he had Kingdra.
Okay.
He had Honchkrow.
Okay.
He had Feraligatr.
Yeah.
Or Feraligatr, and he had the Gyarados, but he had the shiny joint. He had the red joint.
That's pretty top notch, man.
But it's like that is a lot of water Pokemon.
It absolutely is. He has flaws.
He has flaws. He can get smoked. And like he has a weakness. He's a very good trainer.
They're dope Pokemon, but
Yeah, I think he has the coolest looking team. Out of all the teams, he has the coolest looking team. All right, let's see.
I'm looking at golds right now. This man has a Typhlosion.
Oh,
and
I like that.
Ambipom.
But that might be his only joint.
Ambipom kind of cold.
Ambipom's okay, I guess.
His Apom was cold. His Apom was cold, bro. Like, he has Politoed, Sudowoodo.
Okay. I can rock with that.
I don't like Sudowoodo. He's one of my least favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't have to go with you on that. He has a Sunflora. Sunflora is actually not bad.
Sunflora's fire.
He got a Togekiss now from the Togepi.
he got a Kingdra, right? You got Kingdra? No, that's the other. That's Silver.
No, he got Kingdra. He got Kingdra too.
Oh, he do have. Okay, he got Kingdra as well.
Yeah,
but it's not in his 6. It's not in his rotation.
Yeah,
he has it though.
Rotation. He just has it.
Oh no, never mind. It would. They traded. Kingdra.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Hold on. Let's look at Crystal 6. Crystal 6 was.
Well, so Crystal be catching Pokemon. She just caught everything, dog. Like,
she has an Arcanine, like you said, a Parasite. She has a Cubone, a Hitmonchan. She has a Xatu, and she has a Meganium.
Yeah.
I mean, that team's pretty tough. I'm not big on Meganium, but I don't know. I mean.
You know I'm grass starters, man. I mean, I respect grass starters. I'm not one of the ones that's like, I understand some people just don't like grass starters.
Chikorita is a bottom tier grass starter, though.
I agree.
I love the design, though.
I love the design, though.
The design's tough.
Yeah, design tough.
Yeah. I like Chikorita in the manga too.
So. Yeah, no, I think
same.
I love how much personality they give the Pokemon, especially the ones that are like actual Pokemon that are getting used in battles, like the trainers.
Some of them actually look scary this time. Like, it's not just like some cute, like, oh hey, Rapidash, like, even though it's on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, come on, dog. Like, give us some, like, I don't know. That's just me. Like, it's like I want to be able to like feel the energy that some of these Pokemon have. Like, some of these things are dangerous.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, these are dangerous animals, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just me.
I'm looking down some of the panels that I collected over reading, and like there's one with a stampede of Donphan and Goldja walking down the street. He's just like, bruh, it's a rage. Y'all done made me.
That's real shit. That's what we want. That's what we want from it, man. That's it.
Nah, I love how like even the trainers, like how they give their own Pokemon nicknames and all that, because it feels like, when you say it feels very personal, it feels very connected to the story. You start like to connect with the trainer.
Absolutely.
You start to connect with the Pokemon in different ways, that they go through their own little battles, but they give them at least some type of personality, and they let it shine throughout the story.
Right.
Like when you watch the anime, like you said, like the Pokemon, they're cute, they do cute things, but you're not really, I mean, like you're not really in a sense like giving that Pokemon like to add to the story. It's just more there as a, you're more focused on the trainer than the actual Pokemon.
Right.
Like, and here it feels so well balanced of you care about the Pokemon, like the Pokemon has their own motive, especially when you like the legendary beast get released, and just seeing the motive of each of them trying to find a trainer so they can, so they could avenge their friend, type thing, and seeing that throughout the stories is one of the best parts.
Yeah, it's a really good manga, man. I think people sleep for sure just because it's Pokemon. And I always told everyone, I think I told Mills before, I was like, yo, you wanna like really see some raunchy, like kind of like make you cringe things in Pokemon when it comes to like seeing other Pokemon like cut in half and like eaten or like cooked, like start Pokemon Adventures. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just want a little bit more like serious or like something that's a little bit more edgy, that's Pokemon. This is what you really need to dive into. Because it has that. It has it.
Definitely.
And it's like a never-ending universe too. Like everything keeps expanding.
Yep.
Different regions, different Pokemons. Too much fun. Jeff, my guy, thank you so much.
Of course, man. Hey, man, look, you guys are great, bro. Like, honestly, I'm so happy you guys are on the team. You know, me and Mills really just like we really came up, you know, having you two guys a part of this team. So, you know, you guys are killing it, and manga is amazing. And I say it always, like, you know, grown black men handling their business, talking about anime and or mangas in any type of form is great. So yeah, man, you know, I'm coming back whenever, to be honest, you know. But you know, we talking about Pokemon, like I think I told LJ like maybe like 6 months ago, I was like, yo, eventually we gotta do something on Pokemon on Big Eyes.
Man, and we finally here, man. Pokemon Gold and Silver. You know, shout out to everyone who voted. It was once again, it was a tight race. Like this won by like 2 votes. So you know, it really lets people know, like, people really mess with Pokemon Adventures.
Adventures, the first chapters, I mean the first books, man, those are tough. Those are tough as well. That red blue shit is hard. So
yeah.
For real,
I'll come back whenever, man. Y'all know it ain't just gotta be. I'm about to start because you know what I haven't started yet, which is like I've been waiting to come on this show to even tell y'all, because basically to me, like, just from watching it on the outside in, like, the Spy Family. Listen, bro,
yes, we hear.
I was listening to y'all. I don't know. I'm about to dive into it.
We hear.
Let's go.
I feel like this is probably, like, from an art standpoint, because all I've seen is mainly art, and then what y'all tell me, but it looks superior. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta dive into that. Plus, Mills is really on my ass about getting caught up on My Hero. So those are like the things that I'm about to focus on. So, but yeah, you guys are doing great. So, you know, Big Eyes, look out forever. Thank you guys for having me. You know,
appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Man, yeah, this is the Manga of the Month episode. We made it through. Hey. I don't know how this is gonna sound. I'm gonna be really honest with y'all, brother. The technical difficulties on this show was absolutely insane. But
these things happen,
man. It happens, man. It happens. I can't lie, man. It happens. Ooh. But you know, we made it through. It was just fun talking about Pokemon, man. Pokemon Gold and Silver was a very fun read. I mean, all of us we praise it. It gets the Big Eyes stamp of approval.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you guys. And we will have, damn, it's October already. God,
yeah, we're there.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Listen, but you know, this is a spooky month.
Spooky month.
It's a spooky month. So spooky hours are upon us. So man, look out for the next Big Eyes podcast, Manga of the Month poll, where me and AD will be doing all horror. So this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire.
Hey, listen, if I'm gonna give up one of the options now, but if Tokyo Ghoul wins, y'all better expect Jeff to be on the.
That's probably my vote, to be honest with you.
It's I know it's gonna be your vote. We're only gonna read. Hey, I don't.
You know who else likes Tokyo Ghoul?
Who?
You can try to see. You can do your best to see if he'll read it. I'm not sure, but I got J5 into Tokyo Ghoul, the anime.
Oh,
a few years ago, straight up, a few years ago. He ended up really, really enjoying a lot of it. So it you know, the anime, I'm sure we can talk about that on the time. It fell off, but I know. But like those first 2 seasons are crazy. Like, so. Anyway.
Goat status.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, you know, I'm just saying, I don't know if he'll read it, but you could definitely holler at him, because now I'm obviously I would love to come talk about it. So that could be my vote, but I gotta see the rest of the options. So, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, we gonna go all horror, and we're gonna do some fun things throughout. AD hooked it up.
You already know. I got it.
Yeah, listen, AD hooked it up. So we're gonna have some fun things throughout the month. I love October. I love Halloween. I love horror, anything. Yeah. So, you know, we here. But nah, man, Jeff, once again, the Platinum Shamel boy himself.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for pulling up. AD, what will we tell the folks?
Read more manga, watch more anime, drink more water, play all the Pokemon games.
Play them all, catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Got it.